Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2024. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn Rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Capricorn. I hope you're sitting down for this. It is about to get really, really hot in here. This is a really big month. This is a game-changing, life-changing month. You're probably already feeling these changes happening in your life, and they are, you're going to be in a very different place in the next few months. Now, there's a lot of different energies in April. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you kind of like the high level things. There's some major things. The first thing is like we have the first Mercury retrograde of the year. It's going to be in Aries, okay? And it's going to be a big thing. And I'm going to tell you why later. We have the first solar eclipse of the year. It is going to be in Aries, all right? And so there is definitely going to be some things that I want you to pay attention to. We also have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. I talked about this. Y'all know this is it. We're here. We're in the month of this rare aspect that hasn't happened in over a decade. We will dig deep into that. We have maybe 6 conjunctions this month. It's a big month. It's a really, really big month. And, you know, we also have a really, really pretty emotional full moon in Scorpio, which we'll talk about. But, you know, the first things first, Mercury retrograde. Listen, that's going to happen April 1st until the 25th, okay? So pretty much the entire month. Now, I know when people hear Mercury retrograde, they're like, you know, because it does bring, you know, Mercury's the trickster, right? And so when Mercury's retrograde, there's miscommunication, there's, you know, technology issues, maybe emails that don't go through, maybe your Wi-Fi goes out, but you're going to appreciate this Mercury retrograde, okay? So all that stuff, sure, it could still happen, but this Mercury retrograde in a month that's really fiery, okay? It's going to be nice because it's going to allow you to reassess things, reevaluate things, all right? Now, Mercury retrograde in Aries, 4th house, okay? And so you're having really big changes at home. And when I say home, it can be your literal home where you live. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're thinking of moving. I wouldn't be surprised if you already have. Wouldn't be surprised if you plan on doing it this year. You may have big decisions around that. And 4th house is also family, children. It's, you know, your partner, just things that have to do with home. Real estate could be a thing for y'all, but just know that definitely going to be a big thing, but you may come to appreciate it because it will allow you to reassess things in a month that's just go. Now, speaking of go. Well, even before we get there, Mars is still in Pisces all month too. So pay attention to that because remember, Mars is like, in Pisces. And Mars in Pisces, that's your 3rd house communication. So this month already, you see how communication is going to be a big factor for you. So pay attention to, you know, there could be some emails that you don't get. There could be some things that could be really, you know, you need to keep an eye on in terms of communication, writing things, researching, things like that, as well as family is such a big thing because Mars and Pisces, that's your 3rd house. So you already have a lot of activity happening with family, home, children, things like that. But now that includes your siblings, your aunts, uncles, cousins, and even neighbors, okay? A lot of big things with neighbors. Now, on April 4th, Venus will move into Aries. This is really fired up energy. You could get really, really fired up and passionate about things around this time, okay? This is very Moulin Rouge energy. It's like, you could find yourself like more impulsive than normal. Remember, you've got Mercury in Aries, Sun in Aries, North Node in Aries, now Venus in Aries, and a solar eclipse in Aries. That's right. Now we've come to the big solar eclipse, Capricorn. This is happening on April 8th, and this is oh my goodness. This solar eclipse is really, really dramatic. Okay, it's really dramatic. New moon, total solar eclipse. So if you live in North America, and other parts of the world, okay, where the path of the eclipse is, please go out and see it. This is a rare eclipse. We're not going to have another one of these for a long time. And you know, what was it? 2017 was the last time we had one. Anyway, that was a little different, but this one is going to be very, very new beginnings, right? with eclipses, well, this is a new moon, first of all, so new beginnings, new cycles, but it's an eclipse, so it's just a really, really charged up new moon, and it's in Aries, which means it's very fiery. Now, the thing about Aries in the zodiac, okay, Aries represents the I am, okay? So this eclipse, very different from the lunar eclipse that was in Libra, which is, Libra's all about we, right? So this eclipse is all about you. Okay, it's all about you. And there's going to be some fiery energy here. Fiery energy, especially because all this activity that's happening in Aries, again, your fourth house of home. So there's going to be a lot of things that have to do with your domestic sector. Just keep that in mind. Remember, these eclipses are associated with the nodes. We have the North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. There's shifts happening, okay, with home and with career for y'all, okay? A lot of big shifts. Now, the other thing is just pay attention to things this month. I really want you to pay attention to things. Be aware, be present this month. A lot of aspects happening, but this eclipse, all the eclipses, well, this eclipse, because they're associated with the lunar nodes or the North Node, which is your destiny, your fate, there could be something here that's really like fated for you. You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities. There's a lot happening here. Now, the one thing that I was going to mention, here's the thing. A lot of people from your past could be coming up around, especially like old lovers, maybe old flames, because Mercury will be retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is a window to the past, and a lot of things come back from the past. A lot of people come back from the past, circumstances from the past. Remember, this is Venus in Aries while Mercury's retrograde in Aries, so that's going to be something I want you to pay attention to. Last thing is that I know that I get comments about like Chiron. Yeah, Chiron's very active. Chiron's very close to this eclipse. It's super close. Chiron is the wounded healer. I already throw so much astrology at you, so I don't really bring it up. But yeah, there could be some of y'all around this eclipse thinking about, especially with Mercury retrograde, okay, thinking about some of the hardships that you've gone through, and maybe, healing at this time, okay, but in a fiery way, even with Mars and Pisces. Oh my goodness. So it's going to be a fiery month, and there's going to be a lot of amped up energy. Let's just keep it that way. Okay. So just be part of this. All right. This is a time, this eclipse is when you mean business. Okay. This is when you mean business. You're taking care of business, maybe even finishing up business too with the retrograde. Again, the things from the past, closure for some things too. But again, this is a new moon solar eclipse. Anyway, let's, on the 10th, April 10th, Mars conjunct Saturn. So I talked about this last week, even the week before. We're here. The two malefic planets, Mars, all about, very aggressive and combative, and even competitive in this conjunction with Saturn, all about limitations and restrictions. So yeah, they're about to West Side Story, and they're gonna on this day. Something could really test you around this time. Something could really test you. Just be mindful on April 10th. Write it in your calendar. This is a day where you want to be responsive, not reactive. Remember, Mars and Saturn and Pisces in your third house of communication. So keep that in mind. Oh, and let me turn off the volume because you don't want to hear those dings from my. Anyway, on the 19th, we have the sun moving into Taurus. So we officially enter Taurus season. Oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. This is really nice because Taurus does rule your fifth house of love and pleasure and romance, creativity. Sex is a big thing, part of the fifth house as well. Recreation's a big thing. So just know that on this day, the 19th, when we move into Taurus season, there's three major aspects happening on this day. We'll talk about it later because of the day after, on the 20th, here we are, the big day. Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. It hasn't happened in 14 years? This is a big one. I like this. It's so free. It's like free. And, this is one of those days where everybody's been watching this. Everybody's looking forward to this day to see what happens, because Jupiter is a planet of good luck and fortune and prosperity, expansion, profit, belief, wisdom, all that good stuff. Uranus, all about breakthroughs, also surprises and the unexpected. And they have this major, powerful conjunction. Remember, conjunctions are so charged up. You will feel this. So expect unexpected surprises and opportunities around this time, even breakthroughs, but just think luck. A lot of luck around this time. This is a big one. This is a big one. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. A lot of money stuff here, a lot of family stuff for you. Remember, Jupiter is also faith. So having faith in a lot of things that happen for you. But again, be present this day. Just be aware of this day that this is happening. All right. This is, a day where it could be raining $100 bills outside. But if you're inside, binge watching Love is Blind, you're going to miss all that. So be present and aware of this day. The other thing is on the 23rd, yep, we got the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, Capricorn. Wow. All right. So will there be something really emotional that happens around this day? Yes, this is a very, very emotional full moon. It's in Scorpio. Scorpio's already very emotional, sensitive, but this is really deep because the sun's in Taurus, the moon's in Scorpio. They're both going to square Pluto in Aquarius. Oh my goodness, that's 3 fixed signs. Okay? So there's a little bit of budge. All right, but this is happening in your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. There could be something really emotional. Some of y'all may be leaving friends behind. And again, it can be even just the fact that, remember, you have a huge buildup in your 4th house. You could be moving. And, your best friend is now really sad. And there's the end of that relationship where y'all see each other every day because, you're moving off to, Tahiti and, they're in Marietta, Georgia. You know what? You know how it is. But it just prepare for an emotional day. All right. This is an emotional full moon. But it's one also where it's Scorpio. So there's a sense of mystery around it too. There could be some really deep digging that y'all might do. All right. Very, very Scooby-Doo here. Very Mulder and Scully, really get into the heart of something around this time. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you. If you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. And I tell you all the days I want you to look out for, the good days, the amazing days, the challenging days. And I pull more cards, okay? And if you actually are watching this on the day that I drop it on Wednesday, March 27th this time, it is officially my 2-year anniversary of launching this channel. So I really do want to thank you all for being here, all your support. Y'all are amazing, Capricorn. And I even have my celebratory. Okay, so let's get started, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for April 2024. Again, this is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising. And if you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. Ooh, Capricorn, you're getting big energy. I'm getting big energy from you. So there's going to be big changes. And also you have to remember that this is going to be big. This is going to be big. I mean, come on. This is going to be a big month. All this Aries energy, fellow Cardinal energy. Anyway, let's get started. I do a traditional culture cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers, Capricorn. Secondly, yes, you'll notice I am using my glasses, but I'll take them off now. But there's just so many notes, so much happening this month. And y'all are amazing. So thanks so much for being here. And wow, yeah, you are definitely moving into something new. Look at you following your bliss. Look at you. Now, I don't want you to... This Mercury retrograde is going to be really big, okay? So, we'll talk about this in a second, but communication really is going to be a thing for you. And you may be in your head a little bit, but you're good, okay? But there's got to be some decision you're going to make. You did get the Hierophant, which is really great, okay? So you're really entering this month already feeling wiser than you have lately. You're feeling spiritually active. You even you could feel a little bit more influential than, maybe it's career. There's, stuff happening with career, even at home. There could be something where you feel really blessed and you feel good about it. There is a sense of, the Hierophant, by the way, is Taurus. Remember, we're moving into Taurus season. We already have a bundle of planets in Taurus, and it represents your 5th house of pleasure, love, family, children, all of that good stuff. So I really love this for you because this is someone who's got that deep, sacred knowledge and wisdom, and so much that, he is very influential. You can see the two monks at his feet listening to him. You see him wearing the triple crown. Also, between the two columns, the gray and tarot, wisdom. We're talking, think about the wisdom of Solomon. So from Solomon's temple. Anyway, all the wiser. So it seems like you are going to be moving into this month feeling good. And I like that. I like that about you. And there is also a sense with the Hierophant, just this structure, okay? This structure, just building that structure. And, Capricorns are known for that too. Now, you have the Nine of Wands and the heart of your spread. There is going to be something this month where you could feel a little bit tested, but, oh, goodness, you're going to hang in there and you're going to say, nope, I got this. Nothing's going to stop me now. The Nine of Wands, I always say when this card comes up, it is the card of just don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you've gone through a lot, don't give up. You're near the finish line. 9 right before 10. Not a lot of fulfillment here. There's things you want. Ones are your passions, even ideas. Okay, your mind is also. There's going to be a lot going through your mind this month. And then even work related, you could feel like there's just you're enduring a lot at work. But again, at the same time, you can see he's got gauze on his head. But hey, he's saying, "Come at me, bro." He's saying, come at me, bro. Bring it on. I can take more. There's nothing that's going to... Look at him standing in front of the wands, protecting his wands. Nothing's going to take away your wands, okay? So, yeah, sure, you may feel a little bit of like, but hang in there. Hang in there. You got this. You see what's in your future, but you also got the Two of Wands, okay? So really, really reassess things with Mercury retrograde. Really, really take that moment to reassess things, especially when it comes to home matters and family matters. And even if not that, how things resonate in that area, or how things would affect your home life and family life and domestic life. But this is, Two of Wands in your challenge area. It really is also saying, and the reason I say that is because this is an Aries card, and it is actually one of the most powerful, pip cards, because it is Mars in Aries, and Mars will be moving into Aries at the end of the month, which again, we'll talk about later. But the other thing that's coming up is that there might be something that you're ready to do that may not be the right time this month. And that's why, first, I don't want you to initiate or launch anything during Mercury retrograde anyway. You want to wait until May. I didn't tell you this about May. I'll tell you now. May is the best month of 2024. May is the luckiest month of 2024. And so you really want to take action in May. And this is a month to reassess things, but you will feel all these things changing anyway with this eclipse, all right? And even the full moon and a lot of the other aspects. But just take some time, reassess things. Or it may be something that you have to really hold in a little bit longer than you had thought, but you're still moving into this new thing. Now, Queen of Pentacles in your crown, absolutely amazing. It seems like there is a part of you that you just want to not be able to provide for and take care of the people within your world, your family, your squad, whoever it is, but yourself as well. Not having to worry about money, stressing about money, not having to worry about this or that. You're good. I mean, she is the richest queen too. So there is a sense of you, when I say providing, it's having the resources to do so. This is really great. There is this world that you're thinking of right now and how you're going to build that world for yourself. So keep doing that because you're going to get there. Also, Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. And so it's almost like being in your element, and Capricorn is just so driven and like I said, structured, and y'all really prioritize work, and y'all work hard, and just so you're gonna get to that point, but you got to make that decision first, because there is going to be this sense of, hey, let me go within, let me figure things out, especially when it does come to work, because with the Queen of Pentacles in your crown, you ruling the 10th house, and now you've got the Two of Swords. This card is attributed to Moon in Libra. We just came out of a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, and Libra rules your 10th house of career. So there definitely could be something there. It could be something partnerships, relationships related as well. If you're not here for a career, I say the 10th house all the time. The 10th house, it's sure career, but it's also what do you want to be known for? What is that recognition that you want? Okay. But there is going to be a sense of, it just seems like there may be something that you still have to hold on to for a little bit longer than you had thought this month. But you're going to be golden. Trust your intuition. I mean, you do have the Hierophant and you have the moon in Libra. You see the sliver of the moon here? Trust your intuition, okay? I mean, the moon's intuition. And so trust your intuition to the point where you're comfortable taking off that blindfold, right? And really, really go within. Use this Mercury retrograde to your advantage now. You have the Page of Cups in your future. So there is definitely something new coming through. You know that. Pages are the newbies. They bring in that new, fresh energy. A lot of creative energy is coming up, but there is still this, and that is going to be a big thing for you. Remember, you have Jupiter and Uranus in your 5th house of creativity. So being creative about things, but also creation, right? Where does creativity come from? Create. Now, Page of Cups, this is absolutely amazing, especially if you are here for wanting something new in your life that's just going to like, it's almost that giddy energy, but also just wearing your heart on your sleeve at the same time, but also just really following your bliss. What is your heart? You know, cups are love and relationships too. So there could be something new in that area of your life as well. But this is really, really nice because pages are also the messengers. There could be some new things coming into your life. Okay. Some new things coming into your life. I really trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition. And one of the reasons I'm saying that is Page of Cups. Cups is also intuition. So he's very intuitive. And then you have the Hierophant, a very spiritual card saying, you know, going within, right? And then also you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules your 12th house of spirituality and intuition. So, or just intuition and even the subconscious. So there could be just you being in this headspace where you may feel a little bit of like, but you're going to get there. Something's opening up for you. It just seems like the timing may be a little, trusting your intuition will let you know when the timing's right. Okay. Especially if you want to launch something or whatnot. But again, it's better to launch things in May if you can. You can in April. We'll talk about this later. I did actually a Mercury retrograde video, what to expect and what. And I'll leave that at the end of this video if you want pointers because it's a big thing. Anyway, let's get to your stuff, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Talk to me. What is going on? What is going on in your lives? Y'all are moving. Or big renovation or doing something with home, getting a roommate. There's something there with a home if you're not moving. And you know I love y'all. Capricorns, y'all are amazing. Oh yeah. And you know you're good. You know you're don't play with me. This is well. Well, I hope you saw your last spread because. Okay, so you did get the Six of Pentacles. All right, so this is really great. Absolutely love that you got the Six of Pentacles. It's almost like some of y'all may feel that squeeze that I was talking about earlier with the Nine of Wands here, and even with the Two of Swords. It could have to do with not feeling supported. There could be also a part of you where all you want to do is support and that could be the biggest thing for you this month is, you know, with the Queen of Pentacles in your crown and now you have the Six of Pentacles showing up. Yeah, that's all you want to do. It's maybe show support and love for the people in your life. And that's a priority for you now. There's a lot of activity again in your 4th house. All right. So that could be a big deal. You see that, it's got the scale here. So that balance energy that we're still working with after that full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. But this is really nice. It's a card of gratitude, generosity, sharing, kindness, all that great stuff, all that great stuff. And it is a Taurus card too. It is a Taurus card too. So remember, that's your fifth house of pleasure. And so it could be you, being generous in a way that makes you feel really good about yourself. And, that gratitude, we're talking about the law of attraction here and just vibrating at a really high frequency. So I really love that. And I want you to tap into that energy too. Okay. It's going to be very nice. Now, hello, you got the star. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, Capricorn. This is your hopes and wishes. This is, the stars aligning for you. I love this in your external factors. So it's kind of like, and this is also healing and wisdom. And it is such a nice card. It's such a nice card. A lot of strength in this card. It's almost like the universe it's got your back. The universe always has your back. But this month, it's like, let's give Capricorns, let's put them, on the path. We'll fast track them on their path to what they want. This is really absolutely amazing. I love this. Now, what's really interesting is that the star is attributed to Aquarius. Remember, I said Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. Just moved into Aquarius a few months ago. That is your second house. So there is some second house is salary, it's finances, it's money. There could be something there when you look at everything that's happening for you. Okay. There could be something there. And it is on your mind. I mean, you did get the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles here, but this is really great. You're good. I mean, it's like, you're really good. Wow. Okay. So let's keep going. You got the Page of Swords as well, your second page, which is very nice. And it seems like you do want to move forward, especially in this certain mindset. I think there is this enthusiasm for some new things that you want to bring into your life, or new things that you want to pursue or even think about. But remember what I said, communication is going to be a really big thing for you, Capricorn, for every sign, but for you particularly, because remember, we still have a lot of activity in Pisces, and then Mercury retrograde is going to really impact you. So I absolutely, I really, really love this. Looking at everything that's happening here. Yeah, you're good. I mean, look, you have the Three of Cups in your final outcome celebration. But it's almost like whatever is happening here is worth it. Okay, so I want you to see it that way, but remember to just spend some time to reassess things, plan things out, because you're moving in this direction where everything's going to work out for you. You've got the star with the Page of Cups here. Okay, so everything aligning for your hopes and wishes and dreams, which is really nice, but also with the Three of Cups and your final outcome, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the three sisters toasting each other, celebrating. So remember that I said family energy is going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing this month, okay? But and three is also creation. It's a birth of new things. I really love this for you. It's also growth, advancement, learning a lot. Remember, that's a key theme for you. Remember all this energy in Pisces in your third house of communication, and that does involve like writing and learning, gaining new knowledge. You're good. There's got to be something that you're going to celebrate. It's got to be very nice with the Three Cups and the Page of Cups. You got the star here, but just don't give up on your hopes and wishes and your passions. Hang in there. Reassess some things if you need to. It seems like that you're in the middle of that. That you may be in the middle of that this month. Could be a partnership relationship. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but just know that a lot of it is going to be hinging on you and you tapping into your intuitive side. So Capricorn, let's break it down. Let's see what's going on for you week by week. Now, and I need my glasses. This is such a big month. I have to scroll through my notes. I have to scroll through my all right, so Capricorn. So first week of April. Now, we have the Mercury retrograde in Aries on April 1st, okay? And then remember, it's retrograde until April 25th, and this is April Fool's Day. And I will not make any April Fool's jokes. Just know this is the day that April Fool's Day is changed to April 6th. Who's in charge of April Fool's Day anyway? Who's in charge of that? Anyway, that was a terrible joke. Terrible joke, Jimmy. Now listen, so even though I said Mercury's retrograde until April 25th, remember, pat it. Okay, pat it. If there is something that you do want to launch, if there is a contract that you may sign or whatnot, try to hold on to that. That could be that big squeeze too here. It could be that big squeeze here because Mercury is retrograde. You never really want to, buy big, electronics. You don't want to make like really big or sign contracts. Remember I said May is the luckiest month, so at least wait until May, okay? At least wait until May. You got like 5-6 more days after April 25th. Just, wait until May. And I'm not saying you can't sign something in April. You can do what you'd like. It's just nicer if you don't during Mercury retrograde. Again, I explained a lot more in that video, but the video that I made. But yeah, so really use this Mercury retrograde to reassess things in your life. That is the most important thing. Reassess things, reevaluate things. I made the analogy another time. It's like Madonna in the 90s, right? Do you remember that? Remember how she publicly said, I'm never going to do electronic music. She reassessed that. Look at like half her number one hits. Come on. So reassess things. Okay. Take that time to reassess some things. It'll be fine. Now on April 3rd, you got Venus conjuncting Neptune. This is going to be a really big day for you. This is very soulful energy. I love this day. Oh my goodness. This is Venus conjuncting Neptune. This is soulmate energy. This is compassion on a whole other level, but this is also happening in your third house of communication. So remember, communicate. And it seems like you will. I feel like this is a day you may be very, imaginative, very romantic, but Venus and Neptune both are associated with creativity. So do you see how there's this big charge of creativity that's happening this day as well? Okay. In your third house of communication and writing and whatnot, siblings and travel. Don't forget that travel. Some of y'all are traveling this month. Now on April 4th, Venus does move into Aries. This, like I said, very, very passionate energy, very here's the thing. It is kind of like Dennis the Menace energy, but it's fun, but you've got to like fun if you want to vibe with this energy. And y'all love fun. Capricorns, y'all love fun. So just know that there is a little bit of, a lot of passions. Okay. A lot of passions going around here. And again, like I said, things could feel a little bit more impulsive than normal. That's why I want you to, be mindful when you communicate too, because you could be very fired up about talking about things. And with Mercury retrograde, someone could hear it the wrong way. Things like that. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine because you're going to be tapping into your spiritual side, right? Intuitive side. Now, on April 6th, Venus sextile Pluto. This is going to be interesting for y'all because this aspect is all about love. It's like deep love, and you will feel it. Okay. And what it's going to do is you're going to feel this, kind of like elevation of empowerment, of self-empowerment. That's what Pluto represents. But remember, this is a day where you could just feel very magnetic. People could be gravitating toward you this day. I love this day. Remember that I said that Pluto is in Aquarius, right? And that is your second house. So it's something around money here too. So there could be something around money because Pluto and Aquarius in your second house of, finances and salary, but Venus also represents money as well. So there could be something here. Keep your eye out for that. And, Pluto and Aquarius is also like your second house of self-worth, self-value as well. So that confidence energy. Anyway, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you for the first week of April. Oh my gosh. I just got a flashback to your last reading again. Hello. When I say you're on this soul searching spiritual, you are. This is really great. You got the Hermit again. All right. So I really love that because, remember what I said, the Hermit. Well, if you didn't see last week's reading, the Hermit is attributed to Virgo. Virgo rules your ninth house of spirituality. And so this is
really deep soul searching. Remember, I said you got that soul searching energy, that soulmate energy, that soulful energy on the third anyway. So this is really great. Really go within. You've got all these, everything's saying like go within. That you got a lot of answers inside you. Okay, so trust your intuition. It's definitely going to make a big difference. Now, second week of, and this is again, if you are thinking about your future, go within. Okay, go within. Have those moments. Have those moments where you take that pause, where you really reflect. Use that Mercury retrograde. Okay, and in fact, Mercury is a ruling planet for a Virgo. Now, second week of April, we kick it off on April 8th with the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. Again, I said this is very fiery, can be a little dramatic. It is gonna be one for the books, one for the books. Just be cool, and know that new things are gonna happen in your life. And I say that because we have this a few days. Okay, so what's happening here? 2 days later, Mars will conjunct Saturn. And so that's why you may feel a squeeze around this eclipse time. All right. That it's that squeeze energy. And this is when you have to just kind of really grin and bear it. There could be something, when anything, well, Mars is conjuncting Saturn. Remember, I said these were the two malefic planets getting together and they're just like, and so you really want to be able to pivot around anything and be creative. Remember, I said that. Okay. So it's like if you moved into, a new place, because a lot of y'all are moving. Let's say you moved into a new house. It's a mansion. You got 2 infinity pools. You bought the good rugs. You got, bowls of, of Starburst everywhere, whatever you do. And you invited your family and they came for the weekend. You said, come stay with me for the weekend. They came, they brought their 40 cats and a pair of scissors for a housewarming gift, and they said, "Dear Capricorn relative, we love this place so much. We're going to stay here for 6 months." Okay, so this is when you're going to feel a squeeze. You're going to be like, "What is going on?" Just be cool, and just reassess. Use that Mercury retrograde. Reassess. Okay, what's going on here? How can we have resolve? How can we get to a place where we're both happy? It's just a testing, it's Mars conjuncting Saturn. Okay. So just use this day. Of course, we're going to talk more about this in the weekly too, but just use your intuitive sense this day as well. And then one thing that I really love about this Mercury retrograde is that the day after, the sun will conjunct Mercury. And so, yeah, we have a Mercury Cazimi. And a Cazimi is one of the planets in the heart of the sun. So you got to think about that alignment. That's just, wow. And so remember, these Cazimis bring these moments of clarity, these light bulb moments. But it is Mercury retrograde. So reassessing a lot of things from the past that could, really help you out at this time, rethinking things. But it is still, at the end of the day, a refresh of the mind, of your communication. Remember, communication is going to be a really big thing for you this month. Okay. So the way that you communicate, but you could have some really big light bulb moments. Okay. Especially coming after that Mars conjunct Saturn. So let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. All right. For the second week of April. Listen, come on. When I say Mercury rule, when I say communication, that includes like thinking and logic, all up here. Ace of Swords, okay? Did you see your last week's reading? Anyway, so you're still on this path. And you're still going to have that breakthrough. And it seems like your breakthrough is coming the week that we have the new moon total solar eclipse, which is a big breakthrough. I mean, wow. You get the wow, Capricorn. This is also a lot of truth that, the sword pointed straight to the sky. That's true perception here. I also said with great power comes great responsibility. That's the biggest sword in the deck. So you're going to have a lot of power, especially with all this Pluto energy too. So this is really great. There is something new happening for you, especially in the way that you communicate, maybe the way that you think about things, the way that you see things. There could be that, remember Mercury Cazimi, this explosion of ideas, like that light bulb moment, okay? Huge light bulb moment that's happening around this time. And then also, again, contracts could be a big thing. And it could be like, what do you call it? The thing where you sign for a house, mortgage or something. That could be a thing too, okay? Just remember, you may want to just see if you can hold it out for a little bit. But again, you don't have to, like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. It looks like you're going to figure everything out. And then, of course, we'll talk about more in the second week. Now, third week of the April. Okay. So April 19th. All right. So the sun moves into Taurus. So now you're going to have a lot of activity in your fifth house of love and pleasure and family and romance and everything that you know that the fifth house represents. But on the same day, Mercury conjuncting Venus, you could feel very charming. And this is Mercury conjuncting Venus. Amazing. Great conversations around this day that you could have. People could be really compelled by you. Remember, you already got the Hierophant here. So I love this. I love this. There's a lot of like mediator energy too. So I love that this is happening just after that Mars conjunct Saturn as well. Now on the same day, Mars will sextile Jupiter and Uranus. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely amazing. Wow. So a lot of family stuff already this day. Okay. But this is a day where you could feel very ambitious. This is when you could feel like very optimistic, getting things done. There could be a breakthrough in something, especially with Mars sextiling Uranus. It could even be a breakthrough of like patterns, patterns that you're just like, reassessing, like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to think this way anymore. But just remember, this is going to be a big day, and the day after is a bigger day. Jupiter conjuncting Uranus. As you know, this is, what it is one of the biggest days of the year. Okay. One of the biggest days of the year. A lot of luck around this day. And remember, this is the day on the 20th. I mean, Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in your fifth house of pleasure. Wow. And then on the 21st, Sun squaring Pluto. So we'll talk about this in the weekly reading, but this is a day where you just use that Pluto energy for that empowerment, okay? Because this is a square, so it's a little like, all right? But this is just you staying authentic to yourself. Don't try to force anything this day, actually. Don't try to force anything this day. It's happening just days before the full moon in Scorpio, but there could be something that you really want to explore deeply now during this time. But let's see what's going on for you for the third week of... with that Jupiter, oh gosh, the week of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Okay, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of April. Capricorn, look at you. Look at you with your Two of Cups. You're good. You got the Two of Cups with the Page of Cups in your future. I mean, yeah, there's something coming through. There's something coming through, and it's very nice. It's very, very nice, and it is, you know what this card is. It's that soulmate card. In layman's terms, we call this the soulmate card, the twin flame card, the true love card. So, yeah. Remember, you already have a lot of stuff happening with your domestic sector, right? Now, if you're not here for love or relationships, it can be career, too. It can be career. Especially something coming after the Ace of Swords. This is really, really nice. A lot of healing in this card. This is a big month of healing, especially remember you have a lot of that energy anyway. You see the caduceus here in the middle of the Two of Cups, which is really amazing. It's the medical symbol, right? The universal medical symbol. So healing, but that remember you have the star here as well, that healing energy. You're really good. There's someone who is... I mean, you're forming a bond here, and it's transcending time and space itself. This is love on a whole other level. It can be platonic too. Remember that it can be very platonic, very, very nice. But there is this sense of just a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to here. Oh my goodness. You're good. Okay, so now the last week of April, Capricorn. Well, we got on April 23rd, the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, now I remember I said this is really emotional, so you may want to go ahead and prepare your Adele playlist. You want to put Love Actually on DVD, whatever you need to do. Get, buckets of Ben and Jerry's. It's going to be an emotional day. This is a very emotional full moon, and as you know, full moons illuminate and also culminate, so something is coming to an end. It is in your 11th house. So two things here. One, it could be some sort of friendship. There could be a friendship or a group you belong to, organization you belong to. 11th house is also social media. This is where it's all happening for you, okay? So there could be something there. 11th house is also your hopes and wishes and dreams. So there could be something ending in some area of that. Maybe there is this new dream of yours, or maybe there's something that you're rethought and you're like, actually, I want to do this. And so again, emotional full moon where you're going to go deep. Okay. You're going to go deep. Now on the 25th, Mercury officially goes direct. Talked about this. Remember, pat it. Just maybe in your mind, think Mercury's retrograde until the end of the month, because you want to use the benefits of what's happening in May to sign contracts and whatnot. Now, on the 28th, Mars conjuncting Neptune. This is a very interesting aspect. It can be a little like deception at play around this, but it's also like intuition. Trust your intuition. If you feel like there's something off, we'll talk about this more in the weekly, but Neptune brings out like a little bit of illusion and delusion as well. But it's conjuncting Mars. It's conjuncting Mars. That's, in Pisces at this point. So it's a very interesting aspect that we'll talk about, but just, have a foot in reality around this day. And again, it may be something around someone else. Now, on the 29th, Venus moves into Taurus. The day after, we got Mars moving into Aries. So Venus is moving into its home sign. Mars is moving into its home sign. Things are going to be big in May. Big in May. They're in their domiciles. They're in their happy places. Venus and Mars, yeah. They're in their happy places, and a lot, again, for you, a lot of love energy, a lot of money energy, a lot of family energy. This is big. So let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, for the last week of April. And you got the 8 of Cups. Yep. So there's definitely something that something's ending, something new is beginning. It is clear as day here. Just hang in there, because it's happening. You see this man, this figure walking away from the Cups. Nothing's wrong with the Cups. Just knows something's better. Something's better for him. Okay. And remember, emotional week. It's Cups. You even see all that water here, water representing emotion. So it could be a little bittersweet, but it's like you doing something for yourself. Remember this Aries energy. I am, right? But even still, you see the eclipse happening here as well. So there is something, this eclipse is definitely bringing new energy into your life, but you're good. Come on. You got the Page of Cups with the star. You got the 3 of Cups celebration. You got the 2 of Cups as well. You're good. There's a decision you're going to have to make. Just hang in there. Hang in there. All this great stuff is coming. Capricorn, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Capricorn, next week we'll get deeper into these aspects. Okay, we'll get deeper into the aspects. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.